Beef jerky isn't your ordinary snack, it's a culinary time traveler with a tale to tell. Long before fridges existed, people were like food wizards, using tricks to keep meat fresh. They'd smoke it, dry it, and cure it to make it last longer. Can you imagine living in a time when every bite of jerky wasn't just a tasty treat but a lifeline? Fast forward to today, and jerky is still a snack superstar, loved by folks everywhere. But how did this ancient survival food become such a hit? It's a journey worth sinking your teeth into, a journey from necessity to crave-worthy delight, filled with twists, turns, and flavors galore. So grab a bag of jerky, and let's dig into this delicious tale of culinary evolution. Don't miss out on more tasty tales and fascinating journeys with Mrs. Chronicles. Subscribe to our channel and hit that like button to join us on our delicious adventure through history and beyond. Ancient origins. Long ago, people found clever ways to keep meat fresh for a long time. They would slice it into thin strips called jerky. This was a common food in many ancient cultures. Different groups of people around the world made jerky from various animals. For example, South American tribes made chikarki from llama and alpaca meat. But no matter the meat, the idea was the same. They dried it out and added spices and herbs to make it tasty. Making jerky wasn't just about stopping the meat from going bad. It was also about making it packed with nutrition. By drying the meat, ancient folks could store it for a long time, making it perfect for trips or times when there wasn't much fresh food around. Jerky was super handy for travelers too. It was light to carry and didn't spoil easily, so people could take it on long journeys. This made it a go-to snack for explorers and nomads moving across rough terrain or vast distances. Overall, making jerky back then showed how smart and adaptable people were. They used what they had to make sure they had enough food to keep them going, no matter where they went or how tough things got. The evolution of jerky. The term jerky itself is believed to stem from Native American origins, highlighting the rich history behind this timeless snack. While modern jerky can be crafted from a plethora of meats, including chicken, turkey, and even vegan options, beef remains the reigning champion. Today, let's delve deeper into the intricate process of transforming fresh beef into the delectable treat we all know and love. Step 1: Procurement and preparation. Before we can make jerky, we need to start with the right kind of beef. We usually choose lean cuts like round steak or flank because they have less fat, which can make the jerky spoil faster. Once we have the beef, we make sure to clean it really well and trim off any extra fat or tough parts. This not only helps the jerky last longer but also makes it more tender, which is important for good jerky. In ancient times, people who made jerky would also pick the best cuts of meat they could find. They were careful to choose lean meat and knew how to trim it properly. This knowledge was passed down from older generations, and it helped them make jerky that would last a long time without spoiling. So even though we have different tools and methods now, we still follow the same principles of choosing the best meat and preparing it carefully for making jerky. Step 2: Precision cutting. It's time to start cutting with the beef all set and ready. Whether using a deli slicer, cutting by hand, or a specialized beef slicer, the key is to keep it consistent. Every slice needs to be just right, usually about 5 millimeters thick, so that it dries evenly and has the perfect texture. This attention to detail ensures that every piece of jerky gives you the ideal combination of flavor and chewiness. Back in ancient times, they didn't have fancy slicing machines like we do now. Jerky makers had to rely on sharp knives and their own skill to get the job done. It was a slow process that needed a lot of care, because if the slices weren't the same thickness, the jerky wouldn't dry properly and could spoil. So even though we have advanced equipment today, we still appreciate the craftsmanship and precision that went into making jerky in the past. Step 3: Marination and flavor infusion. In making our jerky, one important step is to soak our beef slices in a special mix called a marinade. This marinade is made up of dry spices, herbs, and sauces that give the beef its tasty flavor. Each ingredient, like chili flakes or garlic powder, adds something special to the mix. We let the beef sit in this marinade for a whole day so it can soak up all the delicious flavors. Marinating jerky isn't new. People have been doing it for a long time. Many years ago, ancient cultures figured out that adding certain things to meat could make it taste better and last longer. They tried different combinations of ingredients until they found ones that worked well together. Some of the things they used were salt, pepper, vinegar, and special herbs and spices from their own regions. So when we marinate our jerky today, we're carrying on an age-old tradition that's been passed down through generations. Step 4: The smoking process. The smoking chamber is where the real magic happens. Here, we carefully place our marinated beef strips on stainless steel rods to make sure they get just the right amount of exposure to the delicious smoke. As the wood pellets burn slowly, they give off their unique flavors, infusing the beef with a wonderful aroma. It's a slow process taking about 8 hours, but it's worth the wait because it turns the beef into the tasty jerky we all love. The idea of smoking meat to preserve it goes back thousands of years. Ancient cultures used different methods to add flavor and make their meat last longer. Their smokers were pretty basic, often made from mud, clay, or stone, and they used wood or charcoal to make the fire. It's amazing to think about how this ancient technique has evolved over time to create the jerky we enjoy today. Step 5. Flavorful finishes. The way people make jerky has changed over time. Now, along with smoking it, we can add different flavors to make it even tastier. You can find all kinds of flavors from sweet barbecue to spicy chili. This means there's a jerky flavor for everyone. The idea of adding flavors to jerky isn't new. It's been around for a long time, and people from different places and times have tried different things to make their jerky taste great. Today, jerky makers get ideas from all over. They mix traditional flavors with new ones to make jerky that's exciting and delicious. Whether you like plain jerky or something more adventurous, there's something out there for you. Adding flavors to jerky isn't just about making it taste better. It's also about having fun with food and trying new things. So the next time you have some jerky, think about all the different flavors out there and how they make each bite special. Step 6. Quality control and packaging. With our jerky perfected, we move on to the final step: packaging. Our quality control team carefully inspects each batch, making sure that every piece is the right thickness and has the perfect flavor. Once they give it the green light, we use advanced machinery to package the jerky, sealing in its freshness and taste. Our packaging isn't just ordinary, it's designed to keep our jerky fresh for a long time. We use innovative features like resealable bags and moisture-absorbing packets to ensure that our jerky stays tasty for over a year, no matter where you take it. The way we package jerky today is a result of modern food technology. We use the latest materials and techniques to make sure our jerky stays fresh and safe to eat. From vacuum-sealed bags to special packets that absorb oxygen, every part of the packaging process is meant to keep our jerky delicious for as long as possible. In wrapping up, beef jerky's journey from ancient preservation methods to today's tasty treats showcases human creativity and culinary genius. It all started out of necessity, but now it's a favorite snack for people everywhere. With its fascinating history, careful preparation, and delicious flavors, beef jerky remains a timeless delight that never goes out of style. So, the next time you grab a bag of jerky, pause for a moment. Consider the centuries of tradition behind it and savor each flavorful bite. After all, there's more to this snack than meets the eye. How does knowing the story behind your jerky make it taste even better?